Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the DWinning podcast. It's episode 2, and this time we are here with TimThompson. For the people that don't know you, could you tell a little bit about yourself in like 3 minutes or something?
3 minutes. A little pressure there.
Half an hour. How did you start?
Myself.
I mean, what do you do currently?
So I work with RaiseYourEdge, doing, I guess, the website stuff. Any support stuff. I help you with some support stuff. Oh yeah, the guys are rolling in. Hey, Ace. And I don't know, basically the jack of all trades. Whatever they ask me to do, I try and figure it out. Clown myself on social media. We make some funny videos.
Hey, Carl. Peace. Did he know, actually? Could he hear me? No, right?
No, I got my headphones in.
Okay,
So
that was awesome timing there.
so
yeah, how did you actually get involved with RaiseYourEdge? How did you get to know Ben?
I got to know Ben by I wanted to grind sit and goes like 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago. And I don't know how I came across he was working with BPC. I don't know how I came across like his name in particular, but I sent him a message and then I started grinding sit and goes like with Ben under his program or whatever it's called. And just from there, kind of had a love-hate relationship, went back and forth, and then I helped him with his website for RaiseYourEdge, the first one. I just wanted the tournament masterclass for free, so I was doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And then
what did it start with? The tournament masterclass.
What do you mean? What did it start with?
With what course? Because the tournament masterclass was created later on, right? Or was it actually the first course?
Oh, his sit and go course.
Oh, the sit and goes was the first one, and you were basically just grinding hypers with Ben.
Yeah.
Moving your way up, nice. And then you just started to talk and helping him out with the RaiseYourEdge side, and things went from there.
Yeah, I think I told him it sucked at first or something like that, and then
classic Tim, huh?
He just said, "Oh, how about you say what you'd improve or what you'd change versus just saying it sucks."
Yeah.
And then it went from there. But yeah, that's basically how I got back into playing poker too. Was just didn't like what I was doing. I was working like as a consultant. Just didn't like doing the daily stuff, and I was like, "Ah, poker seems like a good way to get rich, right? Like everybody."
Yeah, the quiz moneymaker. When did you actually start playing? Like, how many years are we talking?
Oh, I played like a punter, like I don't know, a long time ago, back in the poker boom too. But like just 3 years ago is when I started like actually not just depositing $200 and losing it.
And then you started playing sit and goes right from the get, or started playing MTTs?
Nope, sit and goes for like 2 years. I didn't start playing MTTs till like a year and a half ago.
Why did you decided to change?
I don't know. They're more fun. Sit and goes can be like pretty boring, like just sitting there grinding 8-10 tables every day for 8-10 hours a day.
Pretty repetitive. Same spots very often. Especially in hypers, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it improved your game a lot though, the hypers? Do you think it was beneficial for MTTs? Was easy to switch, or?
For sure, for short stack stuff and like ICM. Because like I basically spent 2 years studying ICM spots.
Yeah. And when you started playing MTTs, did you just start from the bottom, or did you start playing pretty mid stakes, high stakes?
I think like $10 to $20 games I probably started at.
How did that go?
Pretty good. I don't know. I've been moving up ever since, so I guess decent enough.
Yeah, you actually you binged a satellite to the Bahamas again, right?
Yeah, the second time.
Second time.
Actually, the third time. I've been 3 years in a row. Every year since I started getting back into poker, I've qualified. This one was actually hilarious too, because I went to like I always play the $100 spins. Like I play 1 to like 5 every day, probably just mucking around. And I saw they had the $10 Bahama spins this year, and I was like, "Oh shit! I always run good in those."
Let's try it out.
First one I clicked was a package.
No way. The first one.
Yeah, and I got aces third hand, stacked a guy, and then I got like a combo draw 2 hands later. It was like a eight hand spin and go.
You didn't even have time to sweat it. You just went straight on. So, it's mine. Bye.
I didn't even see the thing spin. You know how you at the start you got the spin? I wasn't even watching
Yeah.
because it was the first one I clicked.
Yeah.
I just saw the table was red, and then I'm like, what? And then I saw package. I'm like, no way.
Jawohl. Do you celebrate those? Like, do you celebrate those? Do you sweat those, or you just,
Eh,
just don't
I'm glad
care?
I'm going, but it sucks too because this year you don't get to go for the whole time for the spin package.
Oh, really? How long are you going?
So, well, you only get to go from the 10th to the 17th.
6, 7 days, 8 days, whatever
And
it
then
is.
the big event, the 25K,
Yeah.
is the 6th till the 10th. So I still want to try and hopefully qualify for that.
Yeah. So what was it? What did it used to be before? Is this a whole series, or?
Well, the whole series used to only be like 8 days before, and then there was the main event, which is what I qualified for.
Mm-hmm.
But now they have that platinum pass thing that's
Yeah.
running for the first 6 days, so it's like a separate week.
Let's see. So they basically just added another week because it's been one of the favorite stops, right, from people. Like you've been there before. What it's like?
It's pretty awesome. It's expensive, but the food's really good.
Because it's not in the summer, right? It's
It's like it's still 20 degrees.
I mean, I wouldn't go
It's fine.
swimming, but
I was
I
in
mean,
the
you're
pool.
Canadian. You're used to the cold.
Yeah, I hit
Like,
the water park. It was raining. The only day I really went to the water park was in the rain because there was no lines.
I can see you going on your own, Whee! I can just see you going, like running as you did on the golf course in the scoop video. I can see you
I actually
running
made
like
a
that.
stupid video of the water park that day. I don't know if I still have it.
You should use it for something.
Yeah, I think I posted it at one point, but I'll see if I can find it again. I'll share it again.
Would be hilarious. Speaking about scoop and the videos that you've been creating, you started with doing the website, and you're also now building the Ranger. And we also seen you creating some of those videos. What has been your favorite so far?
I mean, those videos are fun when like you get to do them, but it's hard to do them all the time. It's just whenever I like get a dumb idea or like something I find funny, then I try and create something. I like the clown ones better than the epic ones, but I mean the epic ones are still okay too.
Yeah, because you always seem to use humor to to get away, right, with things,
Yeah.
handle things more than smashing desks and stuff, which is definitely
Yeah.
like I like to see it. I mean, I'm definitely not always like that, as you know.
What do you mean? You're the picture of calm, aren't you?
Well, there you go. Chad is TimThompson. But yeah, your brother is also now working with RaiseYourEdge, right?
Yeah.
Also doing video editing and stuff. Where do you see yourself going with RaiseYourEdge? Do you see yourself just only working on the website, or continue to work with those videos? What are the
Like as long
plans?
as it's fun, I'll just keep doing whatever it is. I kind of just like if I'm enjoying something and whatever, I keep going with it, and if I don't, I try and find something else that I will enjoy.
Yeah, so you started so when you were at high school, what were the plans for you when you left? Did you finish high school?
When I left high school, yeah, I finished high school. I went to school to be a like systems administrator, database administrator.
Yeah.
And
But
then,
that was not really your dream, was it? I mean, I wouldn't imagine.
well, I liked computers a bunch, and I liked learning all that stuff. So, but like, I mean, it's not like glamorous or anything. I just knew it would be easy, and nobody really bugs you when you're doing that stuff because nobody understood it.
Yeah. And then you just basically was kind of done with that, started dabbling into poker again, and went from there.
Well, I did that for a long time. Like I was like 22, so like probably 10 years I was doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Bouncing around. Well, not really bouncing around. I worked for 3 different companies.
And now you just work for RaiseYourEdge, do the Ranger. Can you tell a little bit more about the Ranger? Because I think a lot of people are still not aware of what it is, what it does, and what the capabilities are.
Yeah, we could talk. It's basically, it was like we were trying to create something to make it easier to share hands, like all those like you know how like in Discord there's always like 32 pictures and whatever, and it makes it hard to like see and go through. We were trying to make it something that would have like the hands, the ranges, and like the comments all in one spot. I don't think it's perfect yet, but it's getting better. And then the range viewer, obviously, like everybody loves that. It's pretty popular. Makes
Yeah,
it
I
easier
think
for
people
people to
use
go
it
through all the ranges.
Yeah, it's just kind of a shortcut that everybody's looking for, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Moving you to the right here a bit. There you go. Back in the middle. Fancy, huh?
Ari loves the Ranger, eh?
Yeah, you've got some fans, dude. Like, people would love to give you an Oscar and stuff. I mean,
Hey,
did you...
Oscar.
An Oscar, dude. But were you ever, like, really in acting? Or just, you know, you just do it because you enjoy it? And...
No, I just try and make myself laugh.
Does it work?
Usually. Some of the epic ones I even still laugh at because, like, they're super cheesy. And that still makes me laugh.
Yeah. So now you just work for RaiseYourEdge. I mean, you also do some work on the side, right? Other than RaiseYourEdge.
I don't do too much anymore other than RaiseYourEdge because I try and play. Like, I don't even get to play that much anymore. Like, maybe once or twice a week.
Do you then play sitting goes, so mainly MTTs?
Every Sunday, I for sure play MTTs, and then sometimes during the week, I try and squeeze them in if I'm not just punting around in spins.
Yeah. So what I actually really like about you is how your brain kind of works. Like, I think a lot of people, when things go bad, they start complaining. And you always try to handle it with humor and try to laugh. And, you know, also try to laugh about yourself when you don't do things well. And you actually talked about the book, or at least you recommended the book to me. What was it called again? Something of ego? Enemy is the ego, right?
Ego is the enemy, yeah.
Ego is the enemy. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Is that one of your favorite books?
Yeah, it's a decent book. I don't know. I've read like so many books. I don't even know what my favorite one would be. I just actually read the Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That was pretty interesting too. Like it's kind of repetitive of some of the other books I've read, but it's kind of really dumbed down and
Yeah.
a little more entertaining, easier to read.
Yes, I heard it's pretty easy to read. What's it mainly about? I mean, of course, not about giving a fuck, but in what way is it written? More like you got to do this, or?
No, it's basically telling you like you gotta choose what you give a fuck about wisely, otherwise you're wasting your energy, and then like you're gonna worry and not care about the stuff you're doing, and you're not gonna have any energy to do the stuff you maybe want to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, I actually don't even drink beer.
Not a beer guy?
No, I drink whiskeys and red wine.
What's your favorite whiskey, huh?
Favorite whiskey?
Yeah. Sorry, what was it? Oh, there you go.
This is the Distillers Edition. Lagavulin from this year.
Good. I mean,
That
it's
one's
his
good.
favorite, so I guess it's good.
This guy's pretty good.
You've got a whole whiskey cellar up down there, huh?
Oh, I got so many whiskeys, it's not even funny. That's what I get into if I bank a score.
You don't dabble into it while playing, huh?
This is from the W Coop one. I still haven't even cracked it open yet.
You bought it because of a score? So, like, where some people buy art, you buy bottles of whiskey? Looks fancy,
Brand
dude.
new, untouched.
It kind of looks like the Southern Comfort bottle. Do you know that one?
Yep.
You like it?
If I want to get fucked up.
You get fucked up with it?
Southern Comfort? Yeah, that's a good one to get drunk on.
Do you just mix it or you just drink it pure?
You mix it with, there's a drink, I think
Sprite.
it's Southern Comfort, Amaretto.
Oh, really?
Club soda?
I don't know, never had that one before. I just always just mixed it with Sprite. It's pretty good. You should try it out. Well, it just drinks like iced tea, man. It's amazing.
Oh, did you just cut out on me?
No, I don't think so. I think we're good, right?
Oh, okay. There you go. You're back.
Are we? Cool. Have you
What's
read?
a pickleback?
I have no idea what a pickleback is.
I'm just reading the chat. Sorry. Ari, what's a pickleback?
I don't hope it's something with pickles. Do you like pickles?
Bring a bottle. Everyone hated Southern Comfort. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Do you like pickles? I see picklebacks. I don't know what it is, but you like pickles? Hello?
Oh, are you muted again?
No? Hello?
Hey.
Oh, you can hear me now? I was muted?
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lol. Do you like pickles? I see picklebacks.
Yeah, he's saying it's a shot of whiskey followed by a shot of pickle juice. I've never had that.
How can it ever be good?
Can't imagine it would be.
No, same. Have you read Napoleon Hill as well, right? Think and Grow Rich, haven't you?
Yep.
What do you think of it?
It was a good book.
I'm a few chapters in now. You think it helped
I mean,
you?
there were some weird things that were like where you. What's the one message? I read it like a year ago. You can think and overcome everything. Like he tells a bunch of stories about that.
For sure, yeah.
Have you got to that part?
Not
Like the one guy was.
What guy? The guy who wanted to work with Edison, with Thomas Edison. That was in the beginning.
Like a deaf guy who learned to hear partially.
Oh yeah, his
like
son.
That,
yeah, he had a son. He was deaf, and then he started doing stuff.
He did something or whatever, right?
Yeah, he just was really persistent and stuff. But it's also like it also had ways for you to like gain confidence and stuff, right? To like,
yeah.
Do you believe in that? Do you think it helps?
I think it's subjective to anybody. Like anything can help anybody as long as it like motivates them to change or do whatever, right?
Yeah. Do you think that ego is the enemy? That helped you? Do you think like?
I definitely had some key takeaway. I think like I used to be a tilt box just like you. I'm not saying you're a tilt box, but you know what I mean. Like I used to rage out too, but like
So
it was more Ben just ripping on me, or not ripping on me, but like telling me to chill and stuff that made me like more calm about it.
And do you think it comes mainly with experience, not tilting, not being frustrated about the results?
I never got tilted by results. I would get tilted by like not understanding something, or just like basically making a mistake that I knew I shouldn't make. But now I don't really care as much anymore.
Which comes down to ego, right?
Yeah, I think it came from that, and like just constantly like reviewing spots and doing stuff and understanding that like even Ben makes mistakes or whatever. So like once I seen him share some hands with me and stuff like that, I realized it's not such a big deal.
Yeah, I think I actually had a conversation with Chad earlier today. I think very often it comes down to perspective, right?
Yeah.
Like when you make a mistake, you very often think this is the end of the world, while in reality it just, it isn't. It's just another, micro moment.
Yeah.
With the whole.
He always used to say like it was an opportunity to learn. So
opportunity
you should
to
be thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah, and I think it also always comes down to like expectation, right? Like when you said I got mad when I made a mistake, we very often have the expectation that we're gonna, play the best that we can. We're gonna handle things the best that we can, and when it doesn't, that you start being mad with yourself or about yourself. Which is the case for you as well.
Frustrated.
Yeah, I heard a quote the other day, and it really stuck with me. It is from Theodore Roosevelt. Happiness is reality minus expectation.
Yeah, that's a good quote. I've heard that one before.
Yeah, I like it. Because if you don't have any expectations, it can always be, can never be bad.
Yeah, there was another one I saw that was similar to that was really good. I thought I posted it in one of the Discord chats we have. Let's see if I can find it. It was a good one.
You got some good ones as well. Do you use?
I like those quotes though.
Yeah, do you think quotes are a good way to, like, you see more and more quotes also on Instagram, right? Do you think?
Oh, I get so fed up when I see all those quotes on Instagram. I don't know why.
Why is that? Just because?
I don't know. Just because like everybody does it. It's like so generic and uncreative.
Because it's kind of some sort of a escapism that is trying to hide behind quotes, rather than facing.
I just think people like use it too much. Like I think it's good to share like a quote if it hypes you up or whatever, but I just don't like when there's like 32 quotes in a feed or something. Like some guy just reposts quotes all the time.
Yeah, for sure. And also very often they're the same quotes that you see over and over again. If you look at all those pages, very often they are the same quotes, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
But if it helps them, then so be it for them. It's just not my thing.
yeah, for sure. I think you got a drink now as well, huh? Stay hydrated, bot. Where is it? So yeah, do you watch actually a lot of podcasts that help you, or read books? So you like to read books?
I don't listen to any good productive podcasts. I think the podcasts I listen to are like the shitty crime ones while I'm walking.
Blind ones?
Crime? Like the
Oh,
stupid
crime.
like
Yeah.
murder stories.
You just listen to. They just talk about murder
Like
stories.
Case File I listen to. There's like a Canadian true crime one I listen to.
Why do you listen to that? You just like it? It's
I
just
don't know,
fun.
because you can kind of turn off. It's like you
Yeah.
don't really have to pay attention.
Yeah, makes sense.
Joe Rogan I used to listen to a bunch, but not as much anymore. He gets kind of repetitive too. They're good though. Like there's definitely some of his.
I mean, he's got a different
guests.
guest every single time, right?
Yeah, he gets repetitive though.
In what way?
I don't know. He says the same things all the time, but like that's bound to happen when you do 3-4 podcasts a week.
I think he does more than that, actually, right? Doesn't he?
I think he like averages out about 3 or 4 a week.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think it's now at episode 1100 something or something. It's kind of nuts.
I usually watch his MMA ones because I like those. And then like if I find the guest interesting, he has like those guys from like Fingerprints of the Gods or whatever. They wrote that book. They're usually pretty good ones.
What's the book
Elon
about?
Musk was a good one.
Did you read that one?
No, I actually haven't even read the book, but the two guys are super interesting.
About crime or something?
No crime.
No crime.
It's like early world civilizations and how like a comet a bunch of years ago changed the course of a bunch of shit.
Oh, really? Dumbledore was into that as well. Something about first stages of human beings, kind of. So
yeah, they have theories that there's like civilizations that were like as far along as we were now, but who knows? Like you can never tell that shit.
Yeah. So I watched the Elon Musk podcast as well. I thought a lot of people were kind of shitting on it. I think it was pretty good, but I think a lot of people just didn't see it and only were shitting on it because he smoked weed on it. Don't you think?
Yeah. I don't know. People always just kind of, especially that guy seems to get pegged down a lot. Either like him or you hate him.
Do you like him or do you hate him?
I think he's pretty interesting and he's doing a lot of cool stuff. So like I'm a fan.
What I like of Elon Musk is that he just does whatever the fuck he wants. He's like, okay, let's sell just 40K hats, because that's what he talked about, right? Let's sell not a flamethrower. I think that's just so badass that you just do whatever you want, and like you say, you also just kind of try to find things that you enjoy doing rather than really sticking to something.
Yeah, I like that he does that too.
Because do you like really have a plan of like, okay, 5 years from now I want to be here? Or...
No, because I would like you change so frequently. How would you ever know?
Especially
like
your
it's
mental
good to
state,
have like
right?
a goal. Like you want to have like I think a broader goal, but I don't know if you like. I've never wanted to set like 5 years in the future. I want to be this person or this thing because like I have no idea. Who knows?
Yeah, what's
Tomorrow
your broader goal then?
My broader goal, just to be happy and successful. Be able to do whatever the fuck I want.
Think about children?
Sorry, what?
Thinking about children?
Children? Geez, I don't know. Fucking serious, Stevie, eh?
Serious, yeah. Daddy Tim.
Like, I'm sure my wife at some point will want them. It seems to be
Want them,
like, right? I'm not against having kids, but like I haven't put a ton of thought into it.
Does Elon Musk have kids? No, right?
I don't know. I've never heard if he's has kids or not.
Same. Do you guys know, chat? How old is Tim? How old are you, Tim?
34.
34. 19. Yeah, he looks 19, Tim. It's the best compliment you ever had, huh? I mean, he's looking good. Come on, chat. You like exercising, right? Don't you?
Yeah.
Basically, heavy lifting? Or?
Yeah, I'm not really big into the cardio stuff.
You do walk with your dog, right, though?
Yeah, I walk, but...
What kind of dog do you have? You've got a Ritz-back, right, don't you?
Rebel, come here.
Oh, there she is. He just picks her up like it's a small dog, but it really ain't.
Yeah, she's a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Yeah, I like those. Looks good. He's got to walk a lot though.
Yeah, they're very active.
Yeah. Elon Musk has 5 sons? No way. Are you kidding? I mean, he does so much, right? He's got SpaceX. He's got
The
Tesla.
Boring Company.
Oh, he does not have kids. Okay.
Tesla.
Boring company? What do you say?
Yeah, that's the tunneling company.
Oh, is it called Boring?
Yeah, the Boring Company.
Oh, I didn't know. What
Like
do
a
you think
play
of?
on the words.
Yeah, what do you yeah? What do you think of that?
That'd be cool if he does it. That's the company that he wants to do those tunnels, like the high-speed transportation
Yeah,
tunnels.
below LA, right? You think it can
I think
work?
he wants to go everywhere with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn. Do you think it will work?
be pretty cool if it does.
There's a lot of time because you can
He's got
also.
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's got that Hyperloop stuff where he was talking like you could theoretically travel from like New York to LA in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, because it's vacuum, right? Those tunnels. At least that was the plan.
Yeah, it's like magnets going opposite directions and I don't know. I'm not like smart enough to understand it, but it sounds cool.
Sounds fucking sick. What do you think of those robots that they are building nowadays, like AI and like you're pretty, computer savvy. What do you think of AI?
I think it's pretty sweet, but who knows like what'll happen with it. If they decide to destroy us, not much we're going to be able to do about it. So
You think
what's the
that
point in worrying?
you think that can happen?
Why not? Anything can happen.
I mean, humans have been kind of ruling over the world over the past, few thousand years. Do you think that
Work.
we're just kind of killing each other now, or like, it's just shits? Do you think like we are just like kind of building something that's gonna destroy us?
It could be,
It also has
but I mean,
upsides though.
yeah, like it could automate a lot of stuff too.
Save a lot of time.
Yeah.
I was watching the podcast now with Joe Rogan and Jocko Willink. You know him, right?
Yeah.
He was of those epic video stuff. They were talking about that, things are being delivered now by drones and all that kind of stuff, and that it kind of takes away the hassle to do stuff. The downs, and everything just becomes easier and easier. And they said that you kind of need the downs, that you kind of need the struggle to be able to enjoy stuff. Do you believe that in as well, or do you think has only upsides? Things becoming faster and easier and more accessible.
There'll always be things to struggle on.
Like
Rage tilting at $10 MTTs.
That's a good one.
No, but I mean, you just got to find something that you like. That's another part of the subtle art of not giving a fuck. It talks about like finding something that you want to struggle at long enough to get good at.
Yeah, but you at some point, like if everything gets automated and stuff, you gotta keep finding. Like with that, you kind of come down to sports and stuff, right? Physical
Yeah, but there's
stuff.
always things you can improve, right? Like even if drones were doing everything, there's something else that can be improved, right? It's not like we're gonna solve the whole world.
You think it is solvable?
No idea. You're getting right deep into life purpose now, eh? Holy.
We were even deeper in life purpose. Like earlier today, we were talking about what life was about. We're talking about perspectives and stuff. What are we here for?
Jesus.
What are we here for, Tim?
What do you
think?
Are you guys getting high this morning?
Yeah, we got high. We still are. No, but like, what do you think we're here for? Like at the end, you live for 100 years. You get dropped on Earth.
I have no idea. I've actually never like put too much thought into it.
Really? Never? You were never just like, sitting at a campfire with a bottle of whiskey?
No, I
Thinking about
usually
it.
just
Maybe you
chirp and fuck around and troll. I guess
maybe
that's what I'm
may
here for.
maybe you should. Maybe you should.
I don't know.
Oh,
Like we're here to figure shit out for ourselves,
it's like
survive, just like anything else.
yeah, but if you think about it, like we all think like one day, we all think it's pretty long. We think our lives is pretty long, but if you think about the whole universe time, it is like insanely small. Like 100 years is nothing. Just a
Yeah,
needle in a haystack.
drop in the pond.
It's all perspective.
Yeah,
You're really into sports, right? You said you watched the MMA podcast with Joe Rogan. Do you watch a lot
yep.
of MMA?
The good ones.
It's basically the
Sometimes
big
like now
fights.
UFC's gotten I don't know, there's too many like shitty fights every weekend.
Yeah,
They don't do
small.
like big cards like they used to.
Yeah, I think dramatic DJ. You know Travis, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he talked about it as well. He's also really into MMA, and I think he said it as well. Like it starts to take away the hype once you are having so many small fights. Like you
Yeah.
kind of just need those fights like McGregor versus those big cards.
Yeah. People also like I don't know, like UFC seems to what's the like way to put it? They they like ruined what the fights like the titles mean nothing now. So like everybody kind of talks about that, but it's more like people fight like they're so worried about losing. Like nobody goes out like when UFC first started, like when it was like karate guy versus grappler, those guys just went out and banged. They didn't give a shit and it was entertaining. And if they got a loss, they didn't care. Now it's like such a big deal that like people would rather fight to like a 5 round draw or do nothing or not make a mistake than
Rather than
like
losing.
actually go out and get a flashy win or something.
Because it's really important to be able to get those title fights, right? Very often being unbeaten is the key to that, to get those fights.
Yeah, but I don't think it should be as important. Like
How
the
do
reason
you?
fighting is good is because it's like pure competition. People want to see that.
Yeah,
They
it's
want
the
to see two
highest.
people go at it.
It's the highest take, or it's like kind of back in time, fighting man to man,
Yeah.
rather than through social media bitching at each other.
Do you watch a lot of fights?
I'm getting more into it. I've been I watched the fight with what's the name again? Rose, right? Is it the name Rose? Do you know her?
Rose who?
Rose Namajunas. You know
Ah,
her?
where she fought Joanna,
Yeah,
however you pronounce her last name. Yeah.
yeah. Joanna. Did you watch those?
Yep.
They were pretty good, huh?
Yeah. The chick fights are like not usually as entertaining, but both of those fights are really good.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting more into it. I watched McGregor, of course. I watched Joanna, but there were two fights, right? With Rose, she had
Yeah, she beat her twice.
yeah, she beat her twice. That was kind of sick because I watched the first one. That was insane. That was
She's got
crazy.
like a badass look too. The shaved
She
head.
does. She's like really. She keeps everything in herself, right? She don't
Yeah.
like puts kind of a mask on, and then when the fight is going on, she's just like complete business. And then when it's over, it just feels like such a heavy burden drops off her. You think that's a great?
Favorite.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Do you think that's a good way to deal with stuff? Like I'm a big believer. Like you got to do whatever the fuck works for you.
Yeah, you should definitely just kind of figure out what allows you to be optimal.
Yeah. You also watch a lot of. You also go golfing, right? A lot.
Yeah.
How did you get into that? You just grew up with it.
Uh,
Like same as UFC. Like how did you get into that? I'm just getting into it more now because of. I don't know. I just started getting into it with Rose. Like the Romantic DJ was watching it. Jake Carver talks about it a lot. So I just started to dabble into it a little bit more. How did you get into MMA yourself? Just put on.
MMA, just watching those videos, like when I was younger and like they were first coming out, they were only allowed on like VHS, and you could like rent them at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
So like we would rent them and like watch all the stupid fights. And I don't know, just kind of stayed on it from there.
Pretty cool.
And golf I got into because of Tiger Woods. Like he was in his prime when I was like 12 or 13 or whatever. So it was like the thing to do.
Yeah, still a big fan, still on the Woods train, or you jumped off?
Yeah.
Because of the
No, I never
scandals.
jumped off. No, the scandals only made him better.
Yeah, you think he's the best now he ever has been?
No, definitely not. But he's still entertaining to watch.
I never watched golf, to be honest. You know, I think I may like to play it though. Like I always used to like, you know, mini golf, midget golf.
It's fun. It's just frustrating at the start. It's actually kind of like poker. It takes a while to get okay at it, and then it gets more fun the better you get.
Kind of like darts then, huh? You like darts?
Same with darts.
You like darts?
I like darts, but I suck at darts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my uncles always play darts, so I've been around it a
It's
long
fun,
time.
yeah. So how often do you go golfing? Like, do you do a lot? Or?
Probably in the summer, like 2 times a week at least.
Oh, really? Wow. Improving your swing or just playing against others?
Just playing.
Just playing.
Look at Carl just trolling in chat, eh? Favorite NFL team is the Houston Texans. Sorry.
Why that team?
JJ Watt.
I have no idea who that is.
He's just like this.
Is it the quarterback?
No, he's a defensive end.
Oh.
He just like gets a ton of sacks. And he's entertaining to watch.
You're just bullish on entertainers?
Oh, who doesn't like entertainment?
True.
He goes for it. Like he just plays to like smash people, so that's always entertaining to watch.
Yeah. Do you watch a lot of gaming? Can be entertaining.
No gaming.
Not into esports at all? Because RaiseYourEdge is dabbling into esports now as well, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Ben, I think I think he plays a lot of games. Well, not a lot of games, but I think he plays PUBG.
Yeah. Where you gotta try to open doors and stuff.
I mean, the only games I ever played were like, I played Nintendo, and Super Nintendo, and then I didn't play much after that.
You like Mario Kart? I love the game.
Yeah, that was a good game. GoldenEye 007.
That was good as well. I used to play that on the GameCube, right?
It was for Nintendo 64 when I played it.
Oh, really? Damn. I think I've never had a Nintendo 64. I think my first device I've had was a Game Boy Advanced.
I didn't even know there was another Game Boy.
Yeah, there was. You could like open it. It's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, where do you think that is going? Esports? You think it's gonna overtake sports?
Overtake? I don't know. I've never like really watched any of it, so I don't even know how hype it gets. But like every generation has their thing, right?
You never watched Ninja or something?
No, you were the one who told me about that guy. Remember, like a month or so ago, you were like, "What about Ninja?" And I never even knew who he was.
It's fucking crazy, yeah. I mean, you spend a lot of time on Twitch. How have you never like just clicked on a different stream than poker?
When I go on Twitch, I go on there for like 30
ASMR.
minutes. I troll around and I
for the ASMR. TimThompson. Maybe you should start an ASMR challenge. Are you into that?
What's a what challenge?
ASMR.
What game's that?
It's like people like whispering in the mic and stuff and making weird sounds. You think I'm trolling? I'm not. You never have heard of ASMR?
No.
It stands for mind my pronunciation here. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
That's like a real thing on Twitch.
It's a real thing, yeah. Like people like opening lip claws and stuff because it makes some sort of a sound, or like they turn up like the sensitivity and they go with the nails over the mic. That's a real thing, bro.
Jesus.
There's a woman. I think she's now fucking famous. She on Facebook she ate pickles, but like big pickles. So when she ate them and just made that sound, and people love that shit. I think it's creepy.
Jesus. So that's what you're doing on Twitch all day, eh?
Hey, yeah. I fucking hate it. I find it really weird. You want to check it out now, huh?
No.
No?
No.
Doesn't sound fun.
No, there's definitely better things to do. Oh, I'm getting some love in chat
Like?
now.
Are you?
Redis Poker. Better things to do. What do I do in spare time? I listen to those stupid time waster podcasts. I walk the dog.
Smoke some weed, huh? Now it's legalized.
It is legal here, but yeah, I'm not a big weed smoker.
Not a big one.
I don't think I've smoked weed since probably high school.
Pretty long time
Long
ago.
time.
Then. But then
I
it
don't
wasn't even
mind,
legal, right?
No, it definitely wasn't legal then. But I don't mind mushrooms. You ever do mushrooms?
I've never done mushrooms. You like mushrooms?
Yeah, you should try those.
What does it do?
They're psychedelics.
Yeah, I never had any. I don't know.
See, look at chat loves them.
With Charlie Carroll. What do you think of Charlie Carroll?
Carroll seems he might do some mushrooms.
I think he's into it, right? Psychedelics and stuff. That's why he
Charlie
mentions it.
Carroll, I don't know too much about him, but I met him in Bahamas. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, I think he's really smart, right? He knows what he's
Yeah,
talking
like I only
about.
talked to him for a second. He won one of the high roller events there, and I just said, like, congrats.
Congrats. But did you satellite into it though?
No, I didn't even try and satellite into those. Kevin Hart the one year was there, and he dumped like 3 or 4 buy-ins on the 100K.
He did, yeah. What do you think of that? Like, those guys jumping into poker?
Good for them. It brings attention. I always wonder though, like, he does a lot of stuff with PokerStars. I wonder if they're like just putting him into the events or something. You know what I mean? Just like have him go in there and fuck around, and who cares?
Like Lex in the 25K maybe?
Oh, I think Lex actually bought into those.
I'm not sure. What make you think that Lex bought into it and Kevin Hart didn't?
I don't know. Don't you think Lex would just say if he was getting a buy-in or a sponsorship to go into it?
I mean, wouldn't Kevin Hart say? Both, right?
Nah, he's more of a classic showman type. He's super rich too, though. So I mean, he probably doesn't care about 400K.
No, probably not. What does he do? He does stand-up stand-up, right?
Stand-up comedy, and he has a
How did I pronounce that? Comedy. Yeah, stand-up comedy and like films as well, right?
Yeah, a lot of movies.
Interesting guy. You like him?
I almost ran him over at Bahamas too.
What?
I was coming around the corner and almost like ran right over him because he's like a smaller dude.
Yeah, he's fast. He's fast.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt was there as well. Did you see him?
Sorry, who was there?
Usain Bolt, the runner.
Oh, I never saw him there.
He was doing the sprint challenge with Kevin Hart on the beach. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I heard he was there, but I never saw him in any of like the like in the poker room or anywhere around there.
Yeah.
I saw the guy from Fast and Furious. He was there last year too.
Vin Diesel?
The guy from Breaking Bad too. No, the Breaking Bad guy too. Oh, not Fast and Furious. Need for Speed. Need for Speed.
Oh, he plays in Need for Speed? Didn't know. What's his name again? Oh, Aaron Paul. Yeah, I was something.
Aaron Paul. Yeah.
Sounds like a cool guy as well.
What's Ace getting angry about here? Doesn't matter if he's sponsored or not, but even one bullet paid, he was lying to his whole community.
Yeah, I don't really care too much.
Ace, you getting angry?
Yeah, I don't really care either. I think it's just great what he does for the community, poker community stuff. The only reason why I brought it up is because you thought like Kevin Hart was put into it, and there were some rumors going on that Lex did. I don't really care. Like I think it's always like doesn't matter for us. Still the same shit, right?
Good for him if he did get bought into it.
Yeah, that saves a lot of money.
If someone bought me into it, I'd play too. So.
Yeah, bro, I would freak out. You wouldn't? Let's go play the game.
Oh, I would probably feel the pressure for sure. The
If you're
first
gonna,
time I played the Bahamas, it was only a 5K, and I was nervous for like the first 2 hours.
now you're gonna play the 10K. How you feeling about that?
I played the 10K last year too, so
How did that go? Actually,
that
didn't
was
know.
fine. Last year I didn't cash. The first year I did.
Who won? The girl, right? Maria Lampropoulos. Did she win? Was that the main last year?
No, she won a side event, I thought.
Did she?
Yeah, I forget who won, or maybe she did win the main. Kevin Hart won a side event or not Kevin Hart. Kevin Martin.
Give him what? Did he?
Won a side event. Yeah.
In the Bahamas, really? Damn.
Yeah.
He's been crushing it lately on the live field as well.
Yeah, he had a good summer in Calgary.
Yeah, I thought he said in the interview of RaiseYourEdge, he had like 75K winning month or something, right?
Yeah, I think he overall for the summer made like 115 grand or something. I think he posted on Twitter.
Fucking sick. He also
Yeah, good
came
for him.
like he used to play live, right? He used to play live, and then he came back to. And he went to play
Yeah, I think-
online. He used to play live cast, right?
Yeah, I think he played like in one of the poker rooms there, and that's how he met Jamie.
And he told Kevin that he should try streaming. Yeah, think so too. And then he actually played. He played for a pretty long time. Low stakes on Twitch, actually. Now he starts to move up and he's crushing it. Wonder why. Wondering what training program he uses.
You gonna do some shilling here? I'll always appreciate that.
What hat is that, Tim? What team?
What team is that?
Yeah, what team is that?
This is a custom hat.
Yeah, it looks good, bro. What does it have a
Don't even
white?
have-
Huh?
You don't even have a hat, do you?
I think you offered me one, but I'm not really. You know me. I don't really say yes very often. I'm not really an asker.
Huh?
Do you like asking?
You're going to the meetup, right?
Which one? What the
In
fuck is
Vienna?
that?
Oh, Carl's shooting a video of his drone over there, dragging it across the table.
Sounds funny. What up, Carl? Which meetup do you mean?
The Vienna one.
Yeah, I'm going. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna meet.
Yeah, I'm bringing some
What are you gonna
hats there too, so
Ooh.
you can have one.
What else are you bringing?
That's it. It's like a 15-hour flight for me.
Yeah, I went to Curacao. It was like 12 hours. You have a direct flight?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it should be pretty good.
We're gonna have top-notch dinners. It's set. It didn't say top-notch drinks though.
Ah,
I think you have to
you
bring
even
those.
care?
Huh?
Do you
Yeah, I
even
mean
care?
after one, I'm already in my bed. You know what I mean? I'm a lightweight.
I'll get you drinking some whiskeys.
Ooh. Sounds good.
Raj is a big partier too, so you'll see.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, like once you start running like that through your garden and stuff, you know, you must have had some shots, right? I should get. Go ahead.
Did Raj get really drunk in Vegas? Did Raj have any party nights, Carl?
What's that?
Did Raj have any party nights in Vegas?
Not that we know of.
Yeah, not that we know of, I guess.
Not that we know of. But he's married, right? Isn't he?
He definitely like 8K.
Yeah, he's married.
Yep.
He's older than me. He makes me a young buck.
He's in. How old is he? Like.
I think he's 40.
40.
41.
Nice. I should get him on the podcast as well. Really seems like an interesting guy to me. He's
Yeah,
like-
he's definitely got some stories too.
Yeah, I mean, he also just like whatever the fuck he likes. I like that.
Yeah.
Because if I look at myself, like I also don't really have like 5 years from now I'm gonna be this or something. Just doing what I'm doing, enjoying it, and going from there. You know.
Building that digging brand.
A dinging brand, yeah. You like where it's going? In all honesty.
Oh. Yeah, like you're doing what you want. That's awesome.
Yeah. Trying.
Do you like what you're doing?
I like what I'm doing. Sometimes. Sometimes not.
Sometimes?
Everything has its downsides sometimes, right?
Yeah.
think that's normal. I actually talked about it with a friend of mine. He was starting to get into sales, and he also said, sometimes you just have those days like been, messaging people for 4 days on what is it called, LinkedIn, and then when people don't respond, you're just wondering what the fuck am I doing. I think that's like always the case with stuff, Everything has its upside and downside. Nice bottle you've got, by the way. Fancy. Looks like the Flow Show bottle though. The PCA. Did you get that one? You have to buy it.
No, when you go to Poker Stars, like when you get in there, as soon as you play, they give you like the bag, the bottle,
Oh really? That's sick.
swag you right out.
So that's where the rake goes, huh?
Yep.
Hopefully one day I'm gonna get my rake back then as well. I like it. You play,
Play a $10 spin.
Yeah, this big one.
Yeah.
Do you like where the poker has been going online?
I mean, it's still fun.
Do you think?
Would you say it's better or worse now that they have no rake back?
Who, me?
Yeah, like everybody always argues about it, but I don't know if it's any worse other than you just don't get any rake back.
I mean, I think it comes down to perspective. Like on a day-to-day basis, you don't really notice it, right? Whether you get like 50 cents back or like 5 cents back, it doesn't really matter. But like, I think at the end of the year, you may notice shit. Like, it depends on how much you buy in.
When I used to play hypers, the rake back was actually pretty good.
You could just live off it, right? Like, you could buy cars.
Well, I didn't play high enough to do that, but definitely some of the guys, like Supernova Elites, they'd be 100,000 plus a year.
Yeah, I think like I don't really believe the story of protecting, the recreational players. What I do think PokerStars does really well, like I think the bad thing is the rate changes, like just for our wallets, right? Just from a really selfish point of view. But I think on a macro, I think what they do with like Twitch, how they market stuff, and I said the same thing to Deldo, how they market stuff on Twitch and stuff, the software, the events, how they work now with Run It Up, for example. I think that is like, insanely good. And if that, like I say, everything has its upsides and its downsides, and
yeah,
that's why I don't care about it too much either, because I do really support those changes that they've been making, or those involvements rather.
It did kind of suck when they changed it. That was the first time I qualified for Supernova, and then they took it away.
Yeah, I mean, it costs like quite some, right?
But I don't think they're a vindictive company. They seem to be pretty pro poker.
Yeah.
And their software is so much better that I don't even like playing on other sites.
You don't play on Party?
I play sometimes on Party, but like 2 or 3 tables, and then I play the rest on Stars.
I wouldn't be able to play a thing on Party or anything either. It would just drive me crazy. It just also seems just less fun, right?
On Party?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. I mean, like, let's say you win the big 22. It sounds so much more prestigious than winning the $22 early.
That's just probably perspective.
You don't agree? You don't have the same feeling? Like, oh, I won a big 1-9, or oh, I won the 1-9 something on Party.
I just like winning anything.
That's you dig winning, huh?
Yeah. I'll be happy if I win. Like, I would get super excited if I won like one of those huge live events online. I think that whatever, it's good, but not super awesome.
Do you think that is because it's just another digit behind on your account balance, and live you just get it paid in cash very often? Or why is that? Do you think?
Well, just you win way more live.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, if you won the bounty main, you won 400K, bro.
Yeah, but you could win a live event for like $1 million. That's the dream.
But you can also win a W Cup main. Then you also win $1 million.
Yeah, W Cup main would have been sweet.
Well, you've got a.
I didn't even get to play the WQ main though. I didn't sat in.
Why didn't you just buy in? It's like YOLO.
I would have, but I have buy-in limits on my stars, and you need 24 hours to change
Oh,
it.
really? You did that? Why?
Why did I do that?
You not have the self-discipline? Well,
No, I
shot,
think
by the way,
it was when I was playing a bunch of tournaments. I misclicked into something one time. I don't know if it was a 1K or whatever. And like this was before I would like play MTTs a lot. It was at the start, and I didn't have the like buy-ins filtered. I was just clicking through tables, and I like misclicked half my roll into a tournament.
Oh, damn. Painful. It says, well, it affects everyone's bottom line. I think Stevie calculated earlier that it would save like 2 to 3K a year playing on Party. Probably. I mean, like, always depends on how much you play. Right? Do you cash it, Tim? I mean, probably not.
No.
Otherwise, he would not set himself
like
those limits.
Where it was like 2 minutes left in late reg, and I only had 9 BB.
Well, luckily you played Hyper, so you knew how to play it.
Yeah.
I can give you some lessons, dude. I'm born short stack. Like I say, like people are asking for like 100 big blind ranges. I just want Ben to upload 5 to 10 big blinds. That's all I have, bro. I don't know what to do with 100 bigs. Never have it. I actually play a little bit more cash games now, or at least the past few days.
Yeah, I saw you've been playing some cash games. You like that better?
And MTTs? You mean?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Really repetitive. Just I find it kind of boring. I'm just kind of like autopiloting, kind of, to be honest. You ever played cash?
Like that was one of the things when I used to just degen back in the day that I played for sure.
Yeah, blows, nosebleeds.
No, like I think like 5 or Lex had me in one of his videos from like 8 years ago where he was reviewing old hands, and I was on his table.
Oh, really?
Like 10-20 or 5-10 maybe.
Yeah.
I would always do the like $200.
But it's kind of crazy. If you
run it up or go to 0.
But if you play 5-10 and then you went to play entities later on, like 10 to 22, it's a pretty big difference. Did you like find out?
Yeah, but this was like 8 years ago when I didn't know anything about poker. I just like would go to Full Tilt or Poker Stars and put $200 and blow it away.
Yeah, but you would then almost think that, once you do start to know stuff, that you go even harder degening. We just got smarter in bankroll management.
Yeah, and I just knew that you can't like win. It basically, if you play like with too short of a bankroll, you're just going to lose every time. So
Yeah.
no point in doing it.
I got it really drilled in myself by Jason Somerville. You ever watched him?
No, I think I missed him on Twitch before like I started playing again.
Oh, really?
He was already done.
Yeah. Man, I love Jason. Cup of Pride, by the way. Nosebleeds, no legs on me. 5'10". Yeah, 5'10", no nosebleeds, huh?
One time I got all the way up to I think 2550, and I degened my whole roll away. Like I just kept moving up every time I had a buy-in for the next level.
I mean, with how many freaking buy-ins were you playing then?
Like I started with $200 or whatever, and I got all the way to 2550 with like $5 grand, and then lost it all.
Just one buy-in at a time. I like it.
Double up, go to the next one.
Jamie used to do that with spinning goes, right? Like he had such a challenge. So like
yeah, the ladders.
Yeah, the ladders. Yeah, it's kind of cool. You think you think that works? You think that's good bankroll management?
I mean, it's fun.
It's fun, right?
I think you can make a lot of money playing spins. Like I think there's some spin players that make a good living.
Still?
Yeah, I think so.
Because you've got a stable, right? What's it called? Smart spin?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know anything about it?
About spinning goes or like the stable? No. But like I've played enough like 25 BB poker playing hypers to have some idea.
It doesn't have antis though. Do you think that changes? I mean, do you think it changes a lot? Or?
Yeah, you definitely got to be tighter.
Mm.
And you can get like under 10 BB and still have some play and stuff.
Yeah.
Is poker dead? No, I don't think so.
Why do you think a lot of people say that?
It's harder.
Do you think it's because you think it's an excuse? Because I think very often when people say is poker dead, they try to look for ways, for reasons why they're not winning, rather than looking at
Ways to
the
win.
No, but like rather than
Yeah.
like blaming themselves why they're not winning, rather than putting in more work, they start to blame, oh, poker's just dead. It's not just me failing, just the ecosystem.
Yeah, I think it's just people making an excuse for sure.
Because I feel like
'Cause I think you can win.
yeah,
And also people have like too high expectations, like of what they could make playing like $10 tournaments or $100 tournaments even. Like I just think people overestimate how much money you can make playing.
yeah. What's your expectation if you play?
Have more money than I did when I started.
Okay, Timothy.
I treat it like a tournament. I just want to keep building it up until it gets to a point where I can walk away.
Yeah, you were like, you really seem to be in love with the process, right? Always been the case like that when you were younger as well, or learned it along the way?
No, whatever I got into, I would kind of like get right into. You know what I mean? Like I would just really go head over heels into it and figure it out.
Yeah, just try to figure it out no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, are you then in that regard, just just all in or out?
Yeah. I can't. The other thing is I'm pretty bad. As soon as I lose interest in something, I can't like even fake or, keep going at it. Like it's completely gone.
How does it work with relationships with people? Does it cause troubles?
I don't think so. Not so far yet.
No, you don't have you like someone and the next day you're like, fuck you.
No, not really. I don't know. Maybe like sometimes I'm too brutally honest with people.
I'm pretty honest as well. You think that's a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, to say the truth always lasts the longest.
It's
Do you think there can be
it's
too
good.
much truth? It can slow you down. It can be a disadvantage.
Depends. If other people get pissed off about it, I guess. But
I mean, a lot of
it's
people
really
get pissed off by the truth, right? Especially if it exposes their flaws and stuff. Don't you think?
yeah. Fuck, you're getting right into some deep combos here, eh?
Yeah. So do you think it's good then to be always be honest? Or do you think it's sometimes better to, not say shit?
I don't know. I think I usually always err on the side of saying too much.
Yeah. Me too. But like there are also, things that you just know that you shouldn't say. And I always use like very often on the internet, people, start saying more than they usually say because it's anonymous, They don't actually feel like if you call someone ugly in real life, you do get emotionally moved by it, right? But if you say it online, you're like, whatever. I don't feel you don't feel as bad about it, or people don't. So I always use the analogy, and I know you love analogies. If you're going out, right, and you see a girl and she's not attractive to you, you don't go dance to her and be like, hey, you're ugly, and dance away, right? Or would you?
You don't?
I very often don't. No, I very often am just sitting in the corner drinking.
No. Yeah, that's your little spot holding up the wall.
It's my little spot holding up my wall. Yeah, I'm not really a big dancer. Are you a big dancer?
No.
I cannot see you. I cannot imagine you
I
dancing.
got 2 left feet.
I love it. But yeah, like I always use that analogy to like explain shit when shit happens on the internet. Like, the internet has good sides and bad sides, right?
If you're just saying shit to hurt people, then it's not really that productive.
I mean, it's very often it's just their how to say, their own insecurities.
Yeah. Putting others down to bring themselves up.
Yeah, you don't build the biggest tower by tearing others down, huh?
Yeah.
Whose quote was that again? You actually like a lot of analogies. You've got a lot of them. I actually got you. I mean, it was not really yours, right? I mean, leading the horse. You can lead the horse to the water, but don't make it drink. It's a pretty well-known one. But why do you use so many analogies? Do you think like it helps explain things better? It's just humor, just because I like it.
I don't know.
I like it. I think it makes things easier to remember.
Yeah, it's an easy way to like convey information. It's funny. Still get some serious stuff across.
Yeah.
My grandpa always used a bunch of them too, so that's where I picked up a lot of them.
Do you have any good ones?
Probably all the ones I've told you. I've probably gotten half of them at least from him.
What is your favorite one? Your favorite story?
Favorite one of his analogies?
Yeah.
We were watching some shitty like 80s movie, like a Rambo or something, and my grandma came in and told them that I shouldn't be watching it when I was young. And it was kind of like this horse one again. And he told my grandma, "Tell you what, Joan, you water your horse and I'll water mine." Telling her to mind her own business. I think that was probably my favorite one.
I like it. You water your own horse. I'll water mine. Oh, what's going on here? Getting a host, Tim. We're gonna be legends, Tim. I can't hear you, I'm deaf.
Oh, Shroom the River. Oh, hey, some psychedelic.
Did you just say it looks like psychedelic? Because he has Shroom in his name?
Yeah.
You know Shroom?
No, I don't.
Shroom actually plays chess games, mainly, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much for the host, Shroom. Hopefully you had an amazing stream. If you guys don't know this man here on my left, this is TimThompson. He works for RaiseYourEdge as well. He's RaiseYourEdge. I mean, he used to be RaiseYourEdge support, but I kind of took his job, took care of it, and he's now kind of the dev. He makes sure the RaiseYourEdge site is up and running, and is now creating the Ranger. If you guys don't know what the Ranger is, it's basically a tool to share and store hands. Work with rangers rather than having 50 pictures of, oh, I have this range, he has that range. So you just put it all in one, nice little website, and bada bing, bada boom. Do you know about DMT? I think I know. You do?
I've never done it, but I know what it is. Yeah, I would do it.
Because what is it again? Makes you feel good all the time or something, right?
No. It's like a really intense.
Is it not what creates your dreams? Was that it?
Like you have it in your body, I think, to create dreams, but you like go on like a 5 or 10 minute trip. I think with this, they talk like the spirit molecule. Equity Bob knows what it is.
It's a chemical your brain produces when you dream.
Ari, my biggest pink, I think, is in one tournament 54K.
It's his wife. Come on. Intrinsically linked to conscience somehow, but we don't know how.
Apparently, you used to be able to just buy it on Amazon, but they shut that down pretty quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But does it have downsides?
I don't think so. I think it's like one of those things where you might change, or your views might change, or whatever.
But it doesn't actually like smoking and stuff,
No,
damages your body.
You smoke DMT, but I think you're just like on a 5 or 10 minute trip.
The deep web Amazon. Will you die?
No, like Joe Rogan bought all his just off Amazon back in the day.
He is really into psychedelics and stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I find it interesting. But what is your opinion on steroids and stuff?
Steroids?
Yeah.
I don't know. They seem to work, but I don't really know. I'm like not.
I think I was talking about it with. I'm not sure if it was Elon. I think it was Gary Vaynerchuk actually. That once you're like 60 years old and stuff, that if you use like a little bit, that you just become way more, you know, way more energetic and stuff again. But it can be
like testosterone, like the replacement therapy stuff. Like that seems kind of promising for older people.
yeah, it seems to work. Because
Like Joe Rogan's like 50, he's on that stuff, and he still looks like a tank.
he does, yeah. He also is also really into fitness though. Name is Jocko Willink. He's also a fucking monster. How are you, man? You're a freaking tower, dude. What? Why are you laughing? It's true. You're like twice as big as me. I'm gonna meet you in Vienna. I'm gonna like, hey Tim.
Why? How tall are you?
I think I'm 178 or something meters. Oh, you need to you need the ins converter now, huh?
178 centimeters.
Yeah, something like that. I think.
What's that? What are you like 5'6"?
Everyone's twice as
5'8"?
big. 5'10". Someone
5'10".
says.
Oh, that's not that short. There's no way you're 5'10" if you're saying you're short. That's almost 6 feet.
Quick maps, yeah.
5'4".
What did he say?
So at 5'10", you might as well be 5'4".
Hmm. I have no idea how much it is.
I'm gonna look it up now. We're gonna look it up. We'll find out here.
How big are you, man?
I am 6'4".
How much is that in centimeters? Why do you guys use those weird things, dude?
Hang
Those
on, I'm
weird
looking it up
measurement
for you.
units. Just use centimeters.
So you're 5'8".
Oh. Oh, you're 195 or are you just as tall as my brother? Have you ever seen my brother?
No.
Have I ever showed you a pic? No?
No,
Well,
I've
he's
never
like
seen it.
a freaking tower as well. Insane. All his friends are freaking big as well. So if I, you know, hang out with them, it's just like...
Well, 5'8" isn't that short. But you're just a skinny little guy, right? You're like 140 pounds.
Just bounce.
Or kilograms? What are you, like 80 kilograms? No, 50
80?
kilograms.
I'm 60.
60.
Yeah. I'm like Kyle Bosniak. You know
Who
him,
the
right?
hell is that?
You don't know Kyle Bosniak? Bro, he had a fight that was insanely good against the Sabit guy. You know, the really tall, I think he's Russian. Sabit Magomed Shapirov or something. Kyle
I've never
Bosniak.
heard of either of those guys.
Really?
Carl. I wonder how that's spelled.
Kyle Bosniak. He's a freaking beast.
How much does your brother weigh?
I'm not sure, 90 kilograms? Something like that.
Yeah, so he's a pretty big dude then.
He's a really, pretty big, yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture. Khabib?
Redis,
No,
are you a Khabib guy or a Connor guy? Seems like a Khabib guy.
who were you hoping to win? Who were you rooting for?
I just was hoping it was a good fight.
Did you enjoy it? Do you think it was a good fight?
It was entertaining. I thought Connor
Do you-
sucked though.
Do you think it mainly was entertaining because of the hype around it? Because I think it was
No,
pretty, in my opinion, it was pretty underwhelming.
Well, that's how Khabib fights. So, I mean, like if you're expecting anything different out of him, then yeah, you'd be disappointed.
Yeah, because I saw Khabib fighting the fight before Conor. Who did he fight? The fight before Conor, you know?
Ally Quinta?
Yeah, that was like easy peasy. But that was
All of
because
his fights kind of looked like that before.
because
Even
he,
Connor seemed pretty easy too for him.
yeah, for sure. And that's because I don't know how to pronounce his name. He had to stand in for someone, right?
Yeah.
178
Ferguson
centimeters.
dropped out, and then Max Holloway dropped out.
Yeah, because of the bus incident, right? Or not? Was it because of that?
No, Ferguson like tore some ligament in his knee,
Hmm.
and then Max Holloway couldn't make weight.
Let's see. He's back now, Tony Ferguson. I enjoyed that fight. That was a real show, man.
Yeah, him and Pettis really went at it.
Yeah, it was just like, you know,
See, that's what I was talking about, MMA, where two guys just go for it.
I like it, man. Bro, you gotta watch that fight. Kyle Bosniak versus Sabit. You just gotta rewatch it. They were both just standing there, both just swinging at each other. I fucking loved it. Yeah, this is Kyle Bosniak, chat.
I just don't remember the names.
Freaking beast. Mr. Starks.
Oh yeah, any fights like that are awesome.
I'm 19, by the way, Mr. Stark. Is it gonna be a podcast more often? Doesn't mean you enjoy it. I hope to do them more often. I think what's gonna be important. What do you think is important for me to improve upon, Tim?
I don't know. Just keep doing it. You'll get better at it.
I think finding topics.
Maybe don't go so deep into the existential. What are we here for? What's life?
Yeah, let's just have a drink, bro. Next time we just gotta, you know, get the rooms ready and stuff, huh? See where we end up. Tim into crypto? Are you into crypto?
No, I have some Bitcoin because of Julian, but
when did you get into it?
I don't know. Just I have gold and silver. I'm more into that stuff than like crypto.
Do you like actually, you know, just like have a gold bar laying around, or you just, you know, have the shares of it? Because you can buy it through the internet now, right?
No, I have
look at them thinking. It's like,
I didn't want to. There's only 70 people watching.
Yeah. So this is my brother. Let me see if I can zoom in. I mean, he doesn't even look that big on this picture, but you can see the left one here. This is my brother.
Oh, yeah, he's way bigger than you.
Way bigger, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of insane.
You got the short end of the stick.
Yeah. Look at this. Short end of the stick. There he is. Twice as big. Freaking tower. Yeah, I'm not really into crypto either. I mean, I think I got into it in December. A little bit before. But, I mean, into it, I just bought some and let it rest, you know?
Yeah, I think that's all you can really do with it anyway, right?
I mean, some people day trade.
Yeah, I think Neuron does some like day trading with it.
Oh, really?
The coach in ROIE.
Yeah. How old is he? He looks pretty young, but he ain't, right?
No, he's 20 or 21.
Oh, that's pretty young.
Yeah.
What
the same age as you, basically.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, you're gonna beat him. He's gonna be at Vienna as well, right?
Yeah. He's a really good player, too.
Yeah, he does coach things. So, I figure he's good. I hope he is.
He twitches. Have you ever watched his stream?
No, his thoughts are sub only. Which he shouldn't do.
His VODs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really see the benefit of that. I mean, I guess he cares about, you know, maybe people watching it to, you know, make notes and exploit. Or, I guess.
No, he plays on an anonymous site because he can't play on any big sites in Australia.
I didn't know he was Australian. Damn. Bro, he's gonna have like a 15-hour flight as well now, right? Maybe longer even. 21 hours or something.
I think he's staying longer, though. I think he's going to travel around Europe a bit.
Nice. Pretty cool. Yeah, he heavy lifts a lot, of course. Ignition. I see. Yeah, it's kind of.
Why do you know him, Ari? Do you watch his streams?
No one does. Seems like a cool guy, though. But yeah, I never really got why people hit their thoughts or put them on sub only. Don't see too much benefit in that.
More poker talk. Just a suggestion.
Who said that?
Ari.
Oh. Can we ban that guy?
Kick him. People want the information just sub for $5 anyway, so it makes no sense to hide. Yeah, he's on at a weird time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Really early in the morning for me. In the
so.
night for you. You always go to bed pretty early, actually. Why's that? Never been a night person?
I don't know. Yeah, no, I've never been too much of a night person.
I mean, maybe it's also because, you know, for you, the main poker grinds like starts in the afternoon, morning. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to stay up late anyway.
Why
I think the latest I've stayed up on the last, like, we went to Vegas in the summer to play in some World Series events or whatever. I had a couple nights where I stayed up to like 3 in the morning. That's probably the latest I've pulled in a long time.
Lucky you. I wish I could just go to bed early every single day. Yesterday I had a really rough night of sleep. Yeah, actually.
Yesterday you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always up all night.
I mean, always. Lately I've just been going to bed at like 11 a.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m. Yesterday I think I saw 5 a.m. on the alarm.
That's what time I wake up.
5 a.m. Then you go gym.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Yeah. With alarm or without?
No, I don't use alarms.
Damn, that's so crazy. What do you go do then? 5 a.m. Everybody's asleep. Still dark
Just
outside.
enjoy it. Enjoy the peace and quiet. Ace just hawking off the Ranger here. Nice.
I like it. I don't have too much else to talk about, man. I'm gonna be looking forward to meeting you in Vienna. I think it's gonna be a fucking blast, dude.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good time. Only like a week and a half away.
2 weeks, right? For me. You're going earlier, right? No, you arrive Friday as well, right? Don't you?
No, we're going a little bit earlier.
Is Carl coming as well?
Yep.
Nice.
He's going earlier than me.
Why is that? Oh yeah, you have to shoot some stuff, right?
I think he's shooting some stuff. Plus, he just wanted to go. I don't like travel as much as he does.
Yeah, I should get him on the podcast as well. Seems like an interesting guy. Yep. He's like, yeah.
Did I play poker for a living? No, I did not. Moosh, Mosh, whatever your name is.
Moose was taken. He did not.
That's how I met Ben. Well, yeah, just do some questions and then we can shut her down.
Yeah, do some questions, guys. You guys got some questions? I think most of it has been answered. I think that's gonna be important for me. Like I say, I think get better at it as time progresses. You know, just experience. But just having some topics to talk about. We kind of burned quickly through topics.
Yeah, it'll get more fluid. You'll get more comfortable.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Yeah, what did you want to say about
it? Die Hard or Rounders. I watch those all the time.
Yeah, you send me quite often Rounders clips.
Man, okay. Rounders is the greatest movie ever. It's the funniest shit.
Is it because you resonate with it? Or?
Well, like that came out right when like the poker boom happened. So like I watched it then, and I don't know. I guess it just kind of always sticks with you.
Yeah.
I think that's the only movie I actually own.
Really? You don't own any Disney films?
No Disney films.
Those were the best. I really liked what's it called? With the bear. Brother and Bear? Yeah, Brother and Bear. Is that how it's called?
Is this a Disney movie?
Yeah, you should watch it. It's fun. Yeah, Brother Bear. Well, that movie is amazing. I'm telling you.
I'm looking it up. Probably going to be terrible.
Really emotional as well.
See, I like the stupid, unnecessary action. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Brother Bear. Oh, it's like a cartoon one too, eh?
It is.
Anything Tim can talk about.
Somebody dies.
Pretty estimating something under the radar in terms of helping you go from the general type of player you are now. Just studying with Ben. Like, I don't know, that's really all it was. He just made me do a bunch of stuff that I never listened to at first, but eventually did and got better.
It's the same stuff that you're telling me.
Yeah, I guess. Passing along the information.
Yeah.
I think I quit on Ben like 3 times. 3 times.
You quit on him? You're like, I'm done with you. I'm not doing this.
Not in so many words, but yeah.
I like it. What did you want to say before the movie? You said I'm not a. That's where you were starting the sentence with.
Oh, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Mental fish. Yeah, you can build your own ranges, but you can't add it to that viewer. You can just build your own with the ranges in there. And what did Ace say? Anything in the making that you can talk about, like a new course?
Working on a new live cash game course. I mean, Tim isn't. I don't think. Are you?
No, it's Mariano and Fallout. They have a cash course coming out.
Yeah, live cash games. That's gonna be pretty cool. Who do you think will win the Premier League? Manchester City.
They're putting a lot of effort into it too. I think it's going to be a lot more like they're going to have a lot more like hand homework, like a lot more what's it called, auxiliary materials to help study. Like they're putting together like they have the whole course laying a bunch of stuff out, but then they have a lot of stuff of like, here's a hand to review, then you can watch the homework, and they did a bunch of stuff like that. They've put a lot of work into it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think we can expect it in January, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you use a HUD? Is that the most interesting question you can come up with? Why does everybody wants to know if you use a HUD?
Yeah, I have a HUD, but I don't like use it actually as much as I probably should.
Yeah.
I only look at the basics. I look at like raise first in and 3-bet, and then I don't look at too much else.
What do you think of the most common questions in Discord are what win weights should I have? You know?
The most common question is,
yeah,
I bought the course and my range viewer is empty. Why?
Yeah, why? Question mark. Pepper think. Yeah, true. I think. Do you think like a lot of people focus, especially in poker, focus on things that are not important?
Yeah, 100%.
Anything else to add?
Well, I think all these people focusing on all that stuff are like not good enough to even understand what those stats mean, and they should just focus on being better versus like worrying about like one weird specific stat or win rate, when they could just like focus on like getting better from the button or whatever. And like they don't even need to know like what the percentages are. Just go through some ranges, go through some spots, and get better at putting together the dots, visualizing the ranges, like just repetitive, boring work, but
yeah, because I feel like,
valuable.
Especially with win weights, I think a lot of people start to attach expectations to it. You know, once I'm good, I'm gonna have 10 big blind per 100 win weight, and then they're gonna be very surprised that when they do, that they're still losing. You know,
yeah, you can not even, you could like be winning at 10 VB and like
be losing
over like 2,000 games, still not win anything. Break even, slightly losing. Yeah,
crazy. And also like I feel like if you start a business, you know, you're not like, oh, if I start this business, I can make, you know, 100K a year. You just start this business because, you know, it seems like a cool idea. You want to get into it, and you just do it, and you see where it takes you. So, I never really get why people, you know, want to attach a certain value to stuff. You know, it was the same shit that I talked about with you past week as well. Like at the end, it all. And now we're gonna start to dabble into deep stuff again. At the end, it all doesn't really matter too much. I'm not gonna go with that shit. But it's kind of true. At the end, it all doesn't matter too much, right? Like you just gotta.
No, you just gotta get better.
You start to, you know, make up patterns and stuff like, oh, if I have ace 5 and the flop is a 3 and the turn is a 4, there's always a deuce coming. Right? We start making this stuff up.
Yeah, you just got to get better at like detaching yourself from that stuff and then making sure you know how to play the ranges you're playing.
Yeah. Do you use any particular thing to detach? You just turn off a switch. Just turn the switch.
No, you just get used to it. It's just experience.
Yeah. Do you meditate?
Not like in a conventional sense, but like when I walk or whatever, sometimes I'll put on the walking meds. I don't like just sit there and actually meditate though.
Yeah.
What was the message that got deleted there?
Here it is. Oh, you can't see. It says, duck off, Rise, you twat.
Oh, nice.
I don't even know what the first 3 words mean. I mean, duck off, Rise. I don't know what Rise means.
Do I have a grill yet? What does that mean?
A grill is a girl, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm married.
Small Tim's running around already.
Do I use anything special on my beard? No.
You like his beard, chat? You kind of like Nick Merckx, man.
Who's Nick Merckx?
He's a Fortnite streamer. He's always with his face like in the cam almost.
Oh, yeah, because I'm leaning in.
Yeah, I like it. Bad posture, dude. You actually use a standing desk a lot, huh?
Hey, I don't even have a chair.
Did you put it in a different room though?
No.
Oh. Okay.
What else we got here? I want to be like Tim. That's a good goal, Ari.
Be like Tim. Hashtag be like Tim. Where do you see RaiseYourEdge going in the coming 2 years?
2 years?
Yes. Where's it gonna be?
I don't know. I think Ben doesn't want to like continually come out with courses. I think he wants to keep improving the ones he has. So like I think once he's got all of his courses that he wants to put out, I don't know what kind of stuff he'll delve into. I know he really likes mindset stuff and life improvement stuff. So I would imagine some more focus on that stuff.
Yeah.
I think he wants to get more into like, I know it doesn't seem like he would, but I think he's going to do more twitching, and I think he likes more of that kind of broadcasting / content creation stuff too.
Also gonna do a podcast or something?
I don't know if he's going to do a podcast per se, but like I think he wants to do some more content stuff that he can put out.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I guess we'll find out a lot in Vienna. I mean, maybe that's just me thinking that, but
yeah, I think he's doing like a question thing in Vienna too. So you got to ask
a
him
panel discussion, right? But I also feel like what I like with Vienna, like the internet is also always like somewhat limited, right? Like you talk, but you never really go in depth.
Are you gonna pull out some life questions for him?
Yeah. No, but like you get to know each other better, and I kind of see it like that as well.
Yeah, it should be pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
At first, I wasn't super pumped about it, but I am now.
Why was that? Because you had to travel?
Yeah, just the flight. I wasn't super happy about that.
Plus,
I wanted to go to like a poker event. I wanted to go to like, I thought the PartyPoker Caribbean adventure or something would be fun.
Does it also take place in the same casino?
No, it's at the new place, the Baha Mar.
Oh, the Baha Mar. Jeff Goss has been there multiple times now, right?
Yeah.
Baha Mar.
That casino was empty for like the first 2 years we went there because like the guy who was building it went bankrupt. There was like a full golf course being taken care of. Casino was half built. Nobody going there, and it was like this huge, massive place. No people. but now it's open and awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Pretty good for sure.
Bahamas, you're old enough to do whatever you want too. Or what's the drinking age
18.
and all that stuff in Europe? Oh, 18. No, you're gold then.
I'm gold. I mean, I hate it. I mean, I like drinking. It's like the day. I don't like the day after. Never have problems.
You're
with
19. You can't get hangovers yet.
Next day, I'm just completely shit.
Yeah, that happens with booze for sure.
Yeah. You never have that?
Oh yeah. I've gotten hangovers before. Sure, everybody does. What's the worst you've ever been drunk?
The worst
What's the,
I've ever been.
most embarrassing thing you've done drunk?
I've done. Damn. What's yours? Let me think about that for a second.
What's mine?
I
I've
think
had some good ones.
I know. I've got a good one as well.
I think the worst one that I've ever had was, I don't know how old I was. I was in high school, but like we went to like a dance or something with this girl, and it was like the first time.
There goes Tim with his 2 left feet.
No, I wasn't dancing. I was just drinking. And we ended up, whatever. I like blacked out at some point during the night, and we were supposed to be staying at her house. And I like had just met her mom like that night for the first time ever. And like I'm like not a small person, so she barely remembered me, but like I blacked out and then went home and left all the people. And I went back to her house and I just barged in the door, went right through the living room in front of the mom. She had no idea who I was. Went down the stairs, passed out on the floor down there. She comes down and I had like taken my clothes off, so there I am, just naked, passed out on the floor in a stranger's house, and she had no idea who I was.
Not completely naked, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You sleep naked?
The whole show was out for her. Yeah.
I don't like that. I mean, I never tried it, but it doesn't seem comfortable.
That's a pretty good one, Ace. He said he slept on a bench 1 street away from home.
Yeah, I've got 2 funny stories, I guess. I mean, one is just, I mean, it's both from the same night. They're both from the same night. So at some point on the night, it was during the exchange with Seville, Spain. And I said I wasn't drunk. And I said I could still do push-ups. So you gotta imagine just, the whole room, music, people dancing and drinking. And I said, oh, I can still do push-ups. And I went down to do push-ups on the dancing floor. That was interesting. And Can you see me go? You also have that. I mean, how to say? It's not really a trick, but test if you know whether you're drunk or not. That you like put your finger on your nose and on your knee. Balance on one foot. You don't know that one?
No.
I mean, I don't want to do it, but like you're just standing with 1 feet and you're gonna put your knee up, and then try to balance.
Well, now I have to see it.
I'm doing it. What do you mean? There's my knee. Look.
It's a slight delay.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Where's that coming from?
I don't know. This crazy Europeans, I guess. So yeah, I was doing that, and my friend was also so like freaking drunk that he had to hold himself at a what's the word I'm looking for? Something with a B. Nice being a non-native. Luckily, we've got a twig. Guess that works. He's had to hold himself. Oh, a branch. There we go. He had to hold himself at a branch, because otherwise he was falling over. So he was holding himself. And I just came outside. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, yeah, there was a fall. I'm like, oh. And then at some point it broke. And he just fell and he had to puke. It was hilarious. But actually, the next day, so I had to drop off my exchange at the airport. And actually puked at the airport as well. That's embarrassing. And then at 6 a.m. I had to work at the wild processing water poultry processing facility. So I had to work at 6 a.m. And I was so drunk still that I just fell asleep while working. So they came to me and was like, "Hey Steve, maybe it's better if you just go home." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I went home, and it is like, I don't know, it's like pretty far away actually from my house. I think it's like 10 minutes biking or something. And I actually went to walk home. And my parents and are still making jokes of it that I just walked all the way home. And then I couldn't get the key in the door, in the lock, whatever. I couldn't open the door. I just couldn't get it in. And we're not gonna watch that clip, by the way. So I couldn't open the door. So at some point I was tired of it, and I just stood against the door for 5 seconds, and that was the moment that my mom came downstairs. She's like, "What the fuck?" The postman, is feeling sick or something. So she opened the doors, and I like fell in. It's like, "Oh, hey, mom." And she's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing here?" So now the story is that I actually fell asleep, but in reality, I only stood there for like 5 seconds.
No, you probably fell asleep and just didn't know you fell asleep. Snapped awake when you were falling.
Maybe. No, I don't think so. But yeah.
Oh, look at you just dancing away here, eh?
Oh, okay. I guess I gotta show this, huh? Does work? It sure does. There we go. Well, I guess this is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done.
Ah, there's nothing embarrassing about that.
You like my moves?
Grooving away.
Yeah. I think Ben is a dancer.
I think he is, actually. I
No
think he
way.
likes that stuff.
Really?
I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna feed him some drinks then. Love to see that. Maybe you can teach me.
I'm sure you'll see him getting wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Yeah, I think I enjoyed this podcast, man.
Yeah, it was a good chat.
Good chat. I enjoyed it. Got to know you better. Got to I hope chat enjoyed it as well. Thank you, chat.
There you go. You got Ace loved it.
Ace loved it. I like it. But
shit, that was 2 hours, man.
It's crazy, huh? Time flies.
Okay, let's get on with the day.
Yeah, let's get on with the day. What are your plans for today?
Just working on that Angular stuff I was talking about.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that, man. And I appreciate having you on the podcast. And I'm sure we'll talk, man. And then we'll see. I'll see you in Vienna. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Have a good one.
Talk to you later, man.
Peace.